that, a hazard in the airspace. Seems like it was mostly gloomy news today. Although this was the first thing I read, which is kind of interesting. What would you think this is on first appearance? It says, meet the derpiest fuzzball to ever walk the earth. Really, what would you think this is? Something in between like a dog and a cat? Although in one of the pictures it almost looks like some kind of different mini bear, a cub or something. I don't know, it's kind of interesting. Is it a crossbreed or what? And I guess the question is, would you think this is real or not? Either way, it's kind of interesting. Imagine just seeing this walking by in the park somewhere. Seems like news about the virus is still going around everywhere. And this one was kind of crazy though. And in general, do people call it coronavirus now or the COVID-19? It says hotel used as COVID-19 quarantine facility collapses, trapping 70 people in eastern China. After 70 people were trapped after a hotel collapsed in China's eastern Fujian province on Saturday evening, officials said. Xingjiao Hotel in Quanzhou City collapsed around 7:30 p.m. and around 23 people have been rescued by 9 p.m., according to a local government statement. The 80-room hotel was recently converted to a quarantine facility for people who had recent contact with the COVID-19 patients, the People's Daily State newspaper reported. How does the hotel just randomly fall down like that all of a sudden? I don't know, just in general, it's kind of nuts to have a building collapse just like that. And then I read this one was kind of fascinating because it deals with the topic how a lot of people would say if a drone's flying around the area, they're automatically assume it's spying on us, and because of that, they want more regulations. Well, this one was interesting. It says, Council considers beefing up drone ordinance. The town council last week held a first hearing on a new ordinance designed to beef up restrictions on flying drones in Payson's Park. Quote, the ordinance is to bring town codes in line with state statute, said Courtney Spahn, Parks and Recreation Director. The ordinance will add to restrictions already in place. Currently, no one may fly a drone during public events or over an event reserved by a person or group. Additions to the ordinance address drone noise and any behavior that would be deemed, quote, unreasonably disruptive. Chris Avican, husband of Councillor Susie Tubbs, Avican, coach of boys soccer team, explained a recent disruptive drone event in Rumsey Park. Chris said players noticed an older man flying a drone around the time the girls' soccer team finished practice. The man would stand near the skate park. Players asked Chris why the man seemed to only fly the drone when the girls stretched after practice. And then this kind of gets to the interesting part. It says one of the team members knocked the drone out of the sky with a soccer ball. The man called the police to file a complaint for damaging his drone. The Payson police turned the situation on its head when they asked to see what was on the drone's photo card, and saying, quote, it was just pictures of the girls down their top, said Chris. The new ordinance also outlines the penalties for defacing park property, starting fires, drinking alcohol in parks, unless specifically authorized by the town in writing. There's like so many different levels of things that's kind of interesting here, because in the US, I believe they do consider things like the drone as an aircraft, correct? Where you can't actually take it down. So in that case, wouldn't that be a crime in itself, just hitting the drone down? And if this is accurate, they're saying pretty much they did confirm the guy was flying around taking pictures of the girls, according to this, like with the police and all that. So it makes you think in that case, which one is the right and the wrong? Where if that guy specifically was, I guess, being a quote pervert, if that's what you want to say, taking pictures of kids and all that, should he be punished? And should it be acceptable to take that drone down, even though technically in the US they consider it as a quote aircraft and all that? My thought in general is this is a public space. If someone's doing something in a really creepy way like that, then you punish them individually. Because like in this case, there's absolutely no difference from all those stories where you could see, for example, someone purposely using, let's say, a telephoto lens or something like that with a regular camera and spying on people in that way. It's absolutely no difference. You wouldn't say, for example, okay, no more cameras in general, even your phone in the park. You would punish that individual in a case-by-case basis. Because like there, I highly doubt they would ban things like smartphones, for example, if people were doing something bad with it, just because it's so mainstream. In my opinion, it's just because this is more niche still. So basically, for other people, it's like, okay, it makes sense because I don't use it, then go ahead. Yet, if it was the other way around, let's just say if there was like some creep or pervert, like they say, using a telephoto lens camera, spying on them, and then someone, let's say like myself, randomly just capturing scenery. I'm like, hey, what's going on? And I catch this guy with a drone view, then all of a sudden you'd be singing a different tune afterwards. So really, it just depends on how people use it. It's just a tool overall. Looks like I got injured. Hail? Are you kidding me? Man, right when I was gonna fly too. Alright, see you guys later.